Good late morning, and welcome back to Rogers one last time for 6A state tournament action. I'm Levi Gilbert alongside color analyst Tim Roach, and today it's your number one ranked Conway Lady Cats taking on the Central Lady Tigers. And no biggie, the only thing on the line today is a trip to Hot Springs and a chance to play for the 6A title.
This is what it's all about. This is where you play all year long for. You building to this spot. Lady Cats are here. That's what they expected to happen. Central is here. They had to make an upset to get here, but they're here as well.
They did make that upset indeed. Now, Tim, the Lady Cats, they come in today's semifinal matchup off a day of rest and off only one game of tournament play, which turned out to be a fairly easygoing, all things considered, quarterfinals joust with Fayetteville.
Yeah, the game started out a little bit wonky, but then it very quickly got into Conway's favor, and then once they ran it out a little bit, it was over with. Fayetteville just did not have enough guns, and then when Winterbeck went down with an injury, that really killed the momentum that they had.
Now, on the other hand, it's been two consecutive scraps for Central, who, as the third seed out of the 6A Central Conference, opened with host Rogers and then took down the number 2 seed out of the West in Northside. But both of these games were tight throughout, and Central, they had to fight their way through.
Yeah, the Rogers game was what was interesting to me. They actually were down very late in that ball game and had to rally. They put the press on. Once they put the press on, it was over with. With the Northside game, it was kind of back and forth. Northside had the lead going into the fourth quarter. And then Central just, they do what they do. Marlon is a great coach, and he got them coached to the right spot.
Talking about Coach Marlon Williams. He used to be an assistant here at Conway. Now, Tim, we talked about it in the lead-up to Central a few weeks ago, because it's just been a few weeks since we saw this team. But it's worth repeating here. In the last 2 seasons, there's only been one team, one in-state opponent that has beaten these Lady Cats, and it's the Central Lady Tigers. And they did it twice, once last year in the quarterfinals and in the first conference matchup this year. Now, just honing in on the 2 games from this year. We'll leave last year's game where it belongs in the past, but just focusing on the 2 games this year with Central, how do these teams match up with each other in this, pivotal third and final showdown?
Well, I think what we found out was that Marlon had coached this 1-3-1 zone that we have. He really coached them around that. He figured out what loopholes were there. There's always a way with the defense. There's always an entry point. They found that. They beat us with it again this year. When you saw them play in Conway, we started out in a 2-3 zone that I've never seen Ashley put out there, and it completely befuddled Central. They were never in the ball game, and we blew them out at the end. So I think for if you're looking at what are the things that we can do, the intangibles, you've got a great coach in Ashley, you've got a great coach in Marlon. Can they get their team coached to the right spot? Execution is where it's going to be at. I put Conway in the favor there just from an athlete perspective.
Now, the Ashley Hutchcraft era began back in the fall of 2010, and this is the 8th time during that stretch that the Lady Cats have earned the right to be in this spot today in the semifinals with the opportunity to earn a trip to Hot Springs. Now, 4 of the previous 7 times, the Lady Cats did indeed punch their ticket to the Spa City.
This is I think, and really it's the toughest game. If you think the finals are tough, they absolutely are. But this game right here, you're just building for this moment. That pressure point is at its highest. You've expected to be here. Now you're expected to win this ball game. Can you do it? This is the point where all the pressure comes from all sides.
I love having this bracket up right now because another thing worth noting, this state tournament has been hosted all week up here in Northwest Arkansas at Rogers High School, but it will be devoid of any Northwest Arkansas teams today, especially in the girls bracket. Both semifinals games feature 6A Central rematches. The top 4 teams from the 6A Central are all playing on semifinals Saturday.
Yeah, the power is in the Central with girls. All 4 teams, the final 4 are all Central teams. Didn't really think, I thought Bentonville might get here, but everybody else north and Northside is always tough in tournament time. But this is where the strength is. It's in the Central in terms of the teams. And, it's going to be probably light crowds until this afternoon late.
Now, there are two Northwest Arkansas teams, but it's both on the boys' side. It's Springdale and Bentonville West, and they don't play until 7:30 tonight. So the first 3 games here at Rogers High School, all Central teams. So I'm not going to lie, you kind of love to see it if you're a 6A Central fan. All right, just a few minutes away from tip. Up first, we have our pregame ceremonies, the Pledge of Allegiance, moment of silence, and playing of the national anthem. Wampus Cats come into today 26-5 overall. Central Lady Tigers 19-11. And we'll go through our ceremonies now.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now please remain standing for our national anthem.
It's 6A semifinal action here on Conway Corp. We're thrilled to be able to bring it back to you back home or wherever you're watching from. And it's another 6A Central rematch between the Central Lady Tigers and the Conway Lady Cats. Exciting time. Starting with the starting lineups for Central.
A 5'4" junior, number 3, Olivia Montgomery.
5'4" junior, number 3, Olivia Montgomery. Number 11, 5'2", junior Ashlyn Kimball.
Number 22, a 5'11" junior, Jordan
6'
Marshall.
junior, number 22, Jordan Marshall.
Number 23, a 5'10" junior,
5'9" junior, number
Davis.
23, Kaya Davis.
And number 33,
5'10" sophomore, number 33, Taylor Day Davis.
Little Rock Central is coached by Marlon Williams.
It is your familiar
Myers.
starting 5 for the Conway Lady Cats.
And now here's the starting
It's so comfortable. It's like a warm blanket. Brings such reliability for me. Starting off with 5'5" senior guard number 1, Caden Beckwith.
Number 13, a 5'10" senior,
5'10" senior guard number 13, Chloe Clardy.
Number 21, a 5'7" senior,
Number 21, 5'7" senior guard Camille Brown.
Number 24, a 5'9" sophomore,
The lone non-senior 5'9" sophomore guard number 24, Alexis Cox. And 6'4" senior center number 42, Savannah Scott.
Conway is coached by Ashley Hutchcraft. She's assisted by LaShanta
Ashley
Johnson.
Hutchcraft in her 13th year. Wow. And this is the 8th time she's gotten these Lady Cats to the semifinals.
This is the team that you didn't want to talk about it, but this is who took us out last year. So we are in fashion.
Kept us from getting to that 8th semifinals last year. Central did in the quarterfinals, our opening game of the tournament. And it was just One of those weird games from the tip.
Yeah, they know each other very well. This is a really good matchup. This is a good rivalry game. Be interesting to see who executes better. Hopefully it's the Lady Cats.
Conway will control the tip. Let's skip it on over to Alexis Cox. First three is up for Alexis. Chloe Clardy can't get the rebound. And Central on the attack. Day Davis kicks it on out to Montgomery. Montgomery's three is good. Central opening up with the full court man defense.
Yeah, that was just kind of getting down to the court, finding the spot. They found the kick out. Good open three. Nice knockdown to Central.
They get it to Clardy on the elbow. She feeds it into Savannah Scott. Savannah, you can see the left shoulder taped up. Almost stolen away by Caden Beckwith.
Starting on the 2-3 zone.
This is the defense we saw a few weeks ago. Conway played against Central. Savannah Scott tried to jump in front of that. They try to get it down to Davis, and it's going to be out of bounds on Central.
The entry point into this defense, if they can get to the elbow, they might get some jump shots, but after that, the chaos down at the baseline is what makes it tough. We're fast enough to get to the wings, fast enough to cover the threes in this defense, and the baseline as well. It's just the elbows where all the action's going to happen.
Clardy pull up three, in and out.
Settled for a couple of threes. They've been open, so we're going to take those. Just got to knock them down or find somebody inside.
Day Davis at the top of the key.
They'll be looking right there, yeah.
Get it down to Davis, kick out to Houston.
And the difference is we fly out to the wings to cover the three-point shot pretty well. You'll find it occasionally right there.
Kimball found the lane, got him on the pump fake. And she gets her first 2 points of the day.
Yeah, that's the spot. Got to cover that one spot right there.
Caden Beckwith has a seam on the other end, finds Savannah Scott. Savannah's second chance will go. 5-4, Conway trailing by one.
Good job by Savannah just to stay with that. Oops.
Camille Brown steps in front of a pass. Finishes strong with the layup on the other end. Conway with the first lead of the game.
Yeah, the cross-court pass is not something that's going to happen very well for them.
Marshall working the baseline, gets her own rebound. Yeah. She's fouled. Shot will not fall. And we'll have our first free throw attempts of the game.
So this is one of a couple at Central that you've really got to keep your eye on. Jordan Marshall is their go-to player. She'll shoot from outside, inside. She works the ball well in the dribble penetration as well. So she's going to be dangerous for us. What you saw though initially was we've seen the penetration at the elbow. We've seen the pass come to the elbow. We have to make sure that defensively we're covering that spot.
Marshall hit the first free throw. Gets the lead back for Central with the second. Gaden, she's got a seam. It's blocked by Kimball, excuse me. As Beckwith goes up for the layup.
And that's okay because the pace was there. That ball was either going to go in, a foul, or was going to get blocked out. But the penetration there sends a message that we're not just going to sit out there and try for the shots.
Nice feed into Alexis Cox. She's fouled. No call, but it will be out of bounds on Central.
Oh, my gosh. Literally didn't even get – the ball got all arm.
Camille Brown will inbound again, this time to Clardy, trying to feed it down to Savannah. Conway stays with it.
Reset. Good.
Shot clock down to 16.
Plenty of time. Good high screen.
Caden floating one up in the lane, just off the mark. Kimball stripped away by Clardy. Fed up to Camille Brown. Camille going up and finishing with the right hand. She gets the two.
Caden's playing all kinds of chaos there in the backcourt.
Day Davis pull up three, won't fall. Savannah Scott, huge rebound, tipped it to herself and was able to get it out. 8-7 Conway, 4:37 to play here in the first quarter.
Central staying in that tough man defense that they have. You're going to have to find dribble penetration and a kick. They will sag down on Savannah. They're going to stop that from happening.
What a feed to Savannah Scott from Camille Brown, and Savannah has been money in this tournament.
Yeah, so that's the difference. If you're not going to double team Savannah down low, she'll absolutely kill you. Where the trouble is on the back side, and so far they've left them alone. They're going to have to figure out that, or that's going to happen all game long.
Savannah leading the way with 6 points. Stolen away by Alexis Cox. Feeds it up to Clardy. Clardy can't hit the layup.
Got too far underneath the basket.
Camille Brown cuts it off on the other end.
Good defense there. Good sag right there, nice.
Montgomery's going to end up with it here. Tough defense from Camille Brown. Day Davis gets in the paint, shot up, and draws the contact.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We need Savannah to stay in the ball game.
That's 2 team fouls against Conway now. That will be the first against Savannah.
2 fouls on Conway, none on Central yet. At least not called.
Second trip to the line for the Lady Tigers, and they are a perfect 3 for 3 so far. First substitutions in for Conway. It's the sophomores. Emery Bohannon and Samaya Jordan.
Yeah, if you think that Camille and Caden are fast, this is double trouble here.
Samaya Jordan bringing it up. Nice crossover, feed to Savannah. 8 points now for Savannah Scott. And Central wants a timeout. You can hear the Conway crowd. They have traveled well all the way up to Northwest Arkansas. They lead 12-8, 30 seconds, and we're back on Conway Corp.
Thank you for your business.
Live for one final time up here in Rogers for the 6A state tournament. It is semifinal Saturday, and your Lady Cats have a 12-8 lead over Central.
So they picked up in kind of a 1-3-1 from the start and sagged back into the 2-3.
The ball thrown away by Kimball as that defense collapsed back in.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. That you've almost got to settle into that pass before you let it go. It's not like you can pass it as you're coming through because there's just nothing there. If you go too low, it's going to be intercepted very quickly.
Bohannon, deep three is short. Rebounded by Marshall.
Got to stop the ball. Nice.
Savannah blocked. Gets it up to Jordan. Trying to feed it up court to Chloe Clardy. It's stolen away by Kimball.
2 good defensive plays, one by Central, one by Conway.
Davis fouled. They're going to get it on Savannah Scott, and that's going to be her second.
Called it on, no.
Or did they call it on Samaya Jordan? Well, that's a good break for us.
Yeah, no.
Third team foul called against Conway here in the first quarter. 2:42 to play, and Central's been spending a lot of time at the free throw line.
That's the game plan is to penetrate, get it in. I mean, they've got some shooters. They can do that, but their game plan is to get it in paint, make some contact happen, and so far they've gotten all the calls.
Davis pulls them within 2. Central showing a little trap effort here. Conway breaks it. Savannah Scott takes the contact, no call. She's got 10 points now after being just hacked down there.
Absolutely crushed. Good recovery that time by Alexis.
Get it over to Montgomery. Montgomery trying to kick it out. Stolen away by Clardy. Clardy going to keep it herself in traffic. Finds Jordan. They're going to pull the ball out and reset.
Yeah, good recovery by Central, but wow, what a great defensive play by Chloe. made the pressure happen up top and then floated back down to intercept the pass. Nicely done. Yeah, they're starting.
Clardy over to Jordan for three. Samaya Jordan sinks it.
They're starting to sag a little bit on Savannah, so that's going to be one of those things you're going to have to watch now.
First three-point bucket of the game for your Lady Cats. Central trying to answer with a three of their own. They will not. Clardy, no hesitation. And she sinks it. 2 threes in a row for the Lady Cats. And they've doubled up Central here in the first quarter.
Great shot. Found the open spot.
Day Davis falls down. It's going to be a travel. Great defensive effort, this 2-3 zone. Finding success again here in the first quarter.
Marlin's going to get a timeout here, I think.
And he does want one. It will be a full timeout. We will take it as well. Conway has extended the lead to 10, 20-10. 1:12 to play here in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds here on Conway Corp.
Conway Regional has been the community's hospital for more than 100 years, providing high-quality, compassionate care. As our community continues to grow, we're growing alongside you to ensure all of your healthcare needs are met right here in Conway.
Our award-winning team, led by board-certified interventional cardiologists and emergency physicians, delivers one of the state's best door-to-balloon times for emergency heart care when you need it most.
So when you are facing a heart emergency, trust the care you will find down the hallway, not down the highway.
Back live in Rogers, Lady Cats gone on a little heat check here. 2 threes in a row and the lead up to 10 now.
Yeah, and I will tell you, it's been pick your poison, right? So you're going to give us the down low and no double team on Savannah, or you can't get there quickly enough, she's going to burn you. So they started sagging down there late. All of a sudden now the jump shot's going to come.
Lady Cats shooting 50% overall, have yet to get to the free throw line.
No fouls.
Yeah, 4 team fouls. We're up to, I guess it's just 3. I thought it was
3.
4. 3 team fouls against Conway, none yet against Central. Central free throws have been keeping them alive so far.
How many free throws have they shot so far?
They are 5 for 6 from the free throw line.
It's hard to get to the free throw line when you're not going to get a foul call. So,
big thanks out to Scott Taylor feeding us the stats. Closing in on a minute to play here in the first quarter. Trying to get it down to Savannah. Savannah's going to chase it down. Skips it over to Jordan, over to Bohannon. In and out.
Yeah, that looked good. Now, it looked like it was kind of almost like a weirded out zone there. I'll have to pick that back up and see what they've changed. They changed something in the timeout.
Jacqueline Houston in the game now for Central.
We're still in the 2-3. Got to bounce out there. Got to get out there. Yeah.
Good recovery by Emery Bohannon. Central gets a second chance, though, and Conway unable to get the stop there.
So second chance points, free throws, contact.
What a vision from Clardy down to Samaya Jordan, and they get those 2 points right back.
Wow, that was a nice feed. Ooh. So Camille is back in the ball game.
7 seconds. Kimball open for 3. Off the mark. Lady Cat's going to have to throw something up. I don't think Chloe was aware of the time. All right, it's going to do it. 1 quarter of action done here in the semifinals. Lady Cats up 10 points, 22-12. Back with the second quarter after this break here on Conway Corp.
It began in 1997 with one goal, community first. It grew, reaching farther and farther across the state of Arkansas. Now, we're on the move again, ready to show our commitment to the people of Conway. Ready to continue the effort to revitalize our downtown with a state-of-the-art banking facility. Ready to live out our firm belief that community is everywhere. And now, community is here.
Well, it was a huge first quarter for senior Savannah Scott, the Auburn commit, with 10 points, almost half of Conway's offensive production in the first quarter, and then some hot shooting in the second half of the quarter. 2 threes, one from Chloe Clardy, one from Samaya Jordan, and that is what has built this 10-point lead for your Lady Cats.
Yeah, they feeding the beast early. I mean, they were not double teaming. They were just going to say, all right, Savannah, you got to score on us. And she did. Late in the game, late in the quarter, they started sagging down, double teaming. And we started shooting the ball from the outside. That's, you pick your poison. You got to pick it out. So far, so good.
Central will start the second quarter with possession. It's going to be out. I guess just a misread there. Yeah.
Well, she was going to the spot that looked like it was a set play, but she threw it where she thought she was going to be, and she didn't come all the way out. We are really spreading the floor to start the offense, and they are definitely double teaming down on Savannah.
Yep, trying to force it down in there. It's stolen away by Day Davis. Up floor to Marshall, over to Montgomery, and Montgomery's shot will drop.
Yeah, so that's where they've created their points is in the transition game and going to their free throw line. This is a good, solid man defense. I mean, they've really we've got to find somebody to do that.
Camille Brown open for three, and Camille, reliable.
Yeah, so if you're hitting the three, so this defense works great, but if you're hitting the three and you're sagging down, that's going to be a problem. You're going to have to jump back out on us, which then opens up the dribble penetration, kick to Savannah. So far, so good. Like it.
Montgomery kicks it in down to Marshall. Marshall makes a great move to her left and picks up an easy bucket.
Yeah, that's the spot. She's the player, and that's the spot you got to control.
Alexis Cox finds the seam, smooth.
Yeah, they never stop the momentum there.
Just had a head of steam right from the top of the key.
So now you're going to have to watch Jordan Marshall getting the ball down low. Savannah's got one foul. You don't want to pick up the second.
Sasser open on the baseline. Her long two won't go.
Nobody there yet.
Over to Clardy. Clardy going to work that baseline herself. Going up strong. Double team. It'll stay here on this side. Still no fouls.
I mean, apparently they can't foul. Apparently they can't foul.
And Ashley Kimball back in for Little Rock Central.
Camille Brown will inbound. Get it out to Alexis Cox. Savannah working so hard down there on Davis.
You got to go quickly because they are basically front side, back side. It doesn't look like it until the ball starts to go that way.
Camille Brown heating up. 2 threes in a row for Camille Brown.
If she knocks that down, that's going to be real trouble for Central.
Alexis Cox got a hand on it, but it's going to ultimately be off of Davis.
That's a good, fortunate break there. Actually thought that was a foul. But what she did was she got the ball, apparently, but then off her chest, out of bounds.
30-16, the lead has expanded a little bit here in the first few minutes of the second quarter. Skip it on over to Alexis Cox. Cox's three off the back of the rim, and in from behind comes Chloe Clardy. Stripped it away, but hit the baseline. Couldn't control it all the way through.
Yeah, heady ball players. Chloe Clardy, she just.
And Ashley Hutchcraft wants a timeout.
Okay.
They will take it as well. 30-16. Conway slowly building on this lead. Back in 30 here on Conway Corp.
From day one, Centennial has been there for the people of Conway, the people that teach us, protect us, guide us, and work to make Conway better every day. That's why we've donated over $5 million to local organizations and causes, and we have the same commitment to serving you for life's milestones and everyday moments. Centennial Bank, proud to call Conway and Faulkner County home.
Lady Cats had 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, and the entirety of the first quarter. They've already hit 2 here in the second quarter, and just a few minutes of action. We're almost to the 5-minute mark.
Well, the defense that they're employing against us, it's going to allow for a little bit of that because they are playing man, but they're sagging back for the entry and trying to protect against the dribble penetration. So you're going to have some of those shots open. If you knock them down like Camila's done, if you knock some of those down, it brings you out, defensively brings you out there. It makes you susceptible to dribble penetration, brings Savannah more back into the ball game as well, because right now they're trying to shut her down.
Yeah, 2 threes this quarter, both of them from senior Camille Brown. Lady Cats sticking with this 2-3. Savannah Scott tried to jump in front of it. They find Marshall on the baseline, and Marshall continuing to do work. She's got 6 points now for Central.
Yeah, that baseline move for Jordan, I mean, she is an elite level player. She can make that happen. She gets a little bit of space.
Clardy working around the free throw line as well. Skip it over to Beckwith. Back to Cox. Camille Brown trying to make a move down to 10 on the play clock. Feed down into Savannah. All kinds of contact. Shot will not go. I mean, well contested shot.
Yeah.
And Conway unable to get the rebound.
That's one way to say it.
Try to skip it over to Sasser. It's too high off her hands, and Conway gets it right back. Samaya Jordan checking in for Kaden Beckwith. And Day Davis checking back in for Central as well.
So that's the trouble on the entry pass there. If you short side it, they've covered the front side, but if you throw it too long to get it over that, they've covered up the back side as well. So you've got to get them off of Savannah, one side or the other, so that she's able to move. Central, again, very crafty on their defense.
Got a nice cut pass down to Alexis Cox. She draws the foul going underneath the rim, and that's the first foul called against Central. We're almost a quarter and a half through the game. And that was probably the lightest one that we've seen.
Yeah, I mean.
The good news, though, is that the fouls have slowed down against Conway as well. They're still on 3.
I mean, from a perspective of fouls, it's still just 4 total fouls in the game. Yeah, so that part's okay. It's just that I think we've been hacked down low a little bit and haven't gotten there yet.
Cox hits them both and gets the score up to 32 now for the Lady Cats.
I'll live with that shot right there. I mean, she can make that for sure, but that's okay right there.
Savannah Scott adding to her rebounding numbers.
Boy, I mean, the farce, yeah. So what they're doing is they are controlling. You cannot throw the ball into Savannah because they are front side, back side. On that defense, that means that the baseline is open. You've got to get it there quickly, and that's going to be Alexis Cox, and she can knock that down. But that's what's open right now.
Yeah, Savannah had 10 points in the first quarter. They've locked it up here in the second. She's still on 10. They find Marshall down low.
Good shot.
Threw a lot of contesting there. I don't know how she got that shot off, but impressive play by Marshall.
That's the spot right there. And
kick out to Samaya Jordan. Samaya, she's got 2 threes now.
So if she doesn't take that shot, then she does the kick across. They get the sag on Savannah's creating space for the outside like that. So really nice decision by Alexis to get rid of it. And Samaya Jordan can absolutely knock that down.
5 threes in the game now for Conway. Alexis Cox trying to slow down Kimball, and she'll get called for the bump.
I thought she fouled her on the first one, not on the second one. But here's the thing, though. We have to be able to shut down Jordan Marshall. And if not, really bang away on her to get her tired. She's really offensively. She's really their main gun. She's got 8. You've got 3 points, or 2 points is the only other, 5 points for someone else.
Day Davis had an open look at a 3, and it's short. Savannah just
ripped it.
Just grabbed it.
Bo was looking for that 3. Oh, nice.
Bo shot is blocked, but she draws the contact as well. Now 2 fouls against Central.
Yeah, that's 2 fouls against her. That's 2 on Day Davis.
I like what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm watching for that. But good move by Bo. I'll be honest with you. I mean, again, some of these I've not agreed with. I thought that was a good block. And I'm with Marla. He's arguing that call, and I get him on that.
Well, you heard me too. I called it a block.
Yeah.
That was my read as well, but glad we got the call.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice free throws. Make them pay.
Lady Cats haven't had much opportunity at the free throw line, but they're making it count.
Shut down Jordan Marshall. Good defense right there by Chloe. Bounce out. She's now playing down low in this 2-3 zone. Probably to help with the Marshall collapse.
Marshall pushing off.
And the elbow into Bohannon.
Day Davis open for three. In and out. Savannah fighting tough for the rebound.
Yeah, good move there. That's
Bohannon
go up.
open on the other end. It's Bo time.
Where are you at, Bo? Oh, where are you at?
Lady Cats have doubled up Central again, 40-20.
Got to help on the backside.
Savannah
Nice
Scott,
wall.
a mountain. Clardy
Nice
feeds it down to
feed.
Savannah. Savannah drawing the contact.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Offensive foul on number 42.
They're calling the offensive foul on Savannah with the hooking around with her arm.
Oh, my gosh. It's just an absolutely blown call.
She had made the basket as well.
All right, she's got 2 fouls now.
Yeah, she's
careful.
got
Oh,
two.
she got 2?
She should have two.
I don't know. Maybe she's just got 1. It shows on the board with just 1. So,
Davis.
all right, Savannah needs to cool off.
Yeah.
She's mad.
She is playing so hard. Wow. Tried to get the kick out to Beckwith. It's going to stay here on this
coming in for
side.
Sam.
Yeah.
I think she's got 2 fouls.
I think she does as well. I don't know if they've just fixed it up on the board yet, but the bench is getting pumped up with Savannah Scott. What a first half she's had offensively and defensively. A minute to play here in the first half. Conway up 40-20. Alexis Cox doing work.
Get in. Oh.
Floater won't go.
Fan Tim. Fan Tim.
It's the semifinals, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to say she was not in the act of shooting yet.
She was not fouled in the act of shooting?
Back in for the Lady Tigers, number 10.
Well, I said that's what they're saying.
No, oh, wow. How is that not in the act of shooting?
Inbound to Clardy. Finds Bohannon
Short.
open. Rebound to Day Davis. Caden Beckwith almost got a steal. It will stay with Central, but what an effort by Caden Beckwith.
She is so active in the backcourt. We got with Savannah out, that puts Alexis in the middle. She's undersized against Jordan.
Marshall trying to work the baseline. Offensive foul on Marshall. It's Chloe Clardy. Stepped in front.
Yeah, nicely done by Chloe.
Offensive foul.
1 for the team there.
It's her first. Central's
Clardy just 3 points in this first half, but she has been
everything
so
else.
impactful defensively.
Yeah, name another category. I mean, she's been doing an assist, running the show.
The Lady Cats will have final possession here. Shot clock is off, and we're down to 18.
Content to dribble it out. They are staying in their man.
Get it to Jordan. Jordan spins at the elbow. Shot is short.
Don't foul.
Central takes over with 2 seconds, and they will not attempt to take a last-second shot. 40-20, Lady Cats building a 20-point lead here in the first half in the 6A state semifinals against Central. Tim, what you thinking before we go to break?
Happy with the lead the way it is. Absolutely. I think we've been playing a heck of a ball game because here's the thing. You know that we play against elite level company all throughout the country. They never get a chance to see us. Central sees us at least twice a year.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3 times like this time. Marlon's a great coach, and he knows exactly how to try to coach against us. So this is a tough game. I don't care what the records are. This is always going to be a tough game, and I'm very impressed with how we played.
Yeah, Conway Central here in the opening game here on semifinal Saturday, and all 4 teams on the girls' side, all from the 6A Central. the top 4 teams in that conference. Some good basketball happening down in the central part of the state. All right, second half of action coming up here in a bit on Conway Corp.
Sure. Interventional cardiology is a field of medicine where we deal with heart problems and problems in cardiac structure and function. Our most important job probably is stopping heart attacks. When people show up acutely. Beyond that, we deal with all the complications of long-term heart disease. Several years ago, we started a screening program for athletes with the goal of preventing sudden cardiac death. We all see somebody on TV every year who drops dead during a football game or basketball game, and there are certain things that we can screen for to try to prevent that. Identify those people early, fix problems that can be fixed, and potentially keep athletes from having unnecessary bad outcomes. Receiving a cardiovascular diagnosis quite often does not mean the end of the career. It may mean some changes in particular sport they participate in. It may mean that they need certain medications or a little bit closer monitoring, but we do everything we can to make sure that there's some way for an athlete to continue to participate in something they enjoy. Well, the key is exercise. Ideally we want 30 minutes of some kind of high-intensity exercise 5 days a week. If studies show that there's actually up to a 30% reduction in mortality if they do that lifelong. The key is not to just be the greatest high school athlete and then fall apart after that, but we want to see a lifelong pattern of exercise. My goal is always, never to restrict anybody from doing anything they want, but to figure out how I can support keeping them in the activities that they like. Conway Regional is unique in that we've got a great mix of high-tech, capabilities. We have unusual capabilities for a community hospital, for a regional hospital of our size. But we still have a staff and really a culture that is hometown. Everybody who's working there is somebody's cousin or neighbor or goes to church with them. And so there's this sense of community that's really unusual compared to any institution I've ever been around. And when I have to send patients somewhere else, they always come back complaining that it's not like Conway Regional. Physical aspects of Conway Regional are night and day compared to when I first came here. We've had an incredible expansion of specialty care. There's very little in the heart realm that we can't take care of. Conway Regional's investment in technology and capabilities for the community so that you don't have to go somewhere else have really been amazing.
The Arkansas Activities Association of one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation. Oh, Tim Roach. It is a 20-point lead for your Lady Cats after one half here in the 6A state semifinals. In the first quarter, they were doing it a little differently, right? In the first quarter, it was a lot of get the ball inside to Savannah, 10 points from her in the first quarter. And then in the second quarter, when Central started locking down on her, it became let's get the ball to our shooters, and man, did they deliver in the second quarter.
Well, and it's kind of actually what we talked about in the pregame conversation, and that is you've got two really, really good coaches. And so they saying hi to fans. So they are really, really good coaches, and so it's going to be a chess match. It's going to be, okay, you're going to do this, you're going to take that away, here's what I've got to do, right? So that's what happened. What you saw was, okay, we're going to give you Savannah. Can you figure it out? Yes, you figured it out. Okay, we're going to take away Savannah. Can you do something else? Okay, we did. Okay, now they've gone into this kind of mix of a zone man thing, and it's causing some problems here and there, but not enough.
That's what's been so impressive, though, I think, is that, you know, we've seen some good shooting performances throughout the conference schedule. I mean, I think about the six three-pointers that Emory Bohannon had like a month ago. But overall, this hasn't been the best three-point shooting Lady Cat team we've ever seen. But here in the first half, particularly in that second quarter, they made 4 threes. They're shooting 6 of 12 in the first half, and we just haven't seen them hit that number this season.
Well, if you're going to shoot 50% from the three-point line and you're shooting into the teens, you're going to win a lot of ball games. I mean, you're going to win most ball games. If you can knock that down, that's going to happen. Now, what we've got to be able to do is adjust to whatever they've done, whatever they're going to bring out. It'd be interesting to see if we stay in this 2-3. So far, they've scored 20 points. If you average 10 points a quarter, that's normally going to be good enough to win you a ball game. So I don't know that we will see any changes there. But Marlon's going to throw some different things at us. Ashley's going to come back and combat it. So it's going to be interesting to see if we're having to shoot the three, if that's what we're relegated to, because three, we've seen it too. Threes can go away. I mean, we've shot well. That doesn't mean it's always going to be there.
I think about the boys' game on Wednesday against Springdale. They didn't shoot well in the first quarter, and they did start shooting well.
Yeah.
And it became a different ball game very quickly.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Had the same starting five back out on the floor for the Lady Cats, and Conway will have the opening possession here of the second half. He's Tim, I'm Levi, and this is Conway Lady Cat basketball live on Conway Corp. We've had all the state playoff games for boys and girls, your Conway teams, and man, Chloe Clardy falling down on the opening possession.
I think a good no call. I don't think she got her now.
Try to get it down to Savannah, and the double team on the backside tips it away, and Marshall all the way on the other end, but it's going to be another offensive foul called against Marshall. That's 2, and she's got 2 total fouls here in the game.
Yeah, just a bad decision by Marshall there. I mean, she had the good run of the court, but she went too straight toward the basket. That's one of those where if we're set up, you've got to slide to the side, and she just didn't get there.
Marshall leading the way for Central with 8 points in the first half.
Central still in the man. Chloe got pushed down, and no call.
Camille Brown tried to get it over to Savannah. We're going to say jump ball. Camille took a hard fall down, getting helped up by Alexis and Savannah. And possession will go to Central. Savannah trying to help out there.
That's where she's going to be hanging out. She doesn't want to slip the floor.
Yeah.
I don't blame her.
It's an important spot for her. I don't blame her either. Marshall. Savannah coming over to help. Marshall just going right past her, up and under. Marshall in double figures now.
Great player. She is one to watch. She's got 10 points now?
10 points, just a junior, so we will see more of her. Clardy's three-pointer is up. Ooh, in and out. Rebound Savannah, back to Clardy. Clardy picking up the foul against Kimball.
That'll be Kimball's second.
That was a bang play. I was hesitating. I was afraid it was going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah, she was a little late getting there.
Number 13, Chloe Clairday.
Clairday. As a PA guy,
Justin was telling me that after the game Thursday. He said they said Clardy's name like 4 different ways and just kept rotating it. But
all you got to do is ask.
Jordan back in for Conway.
19-point lead, trying to get it back to where we started at this half. 20-point lead.
And she does it. 2 for 2 at the line.
That's 5 points for Chloe.
I think the Lady Cats now are 6 for 6 at the free throw line. So we talked about the 3-point shooting. They've been just as efficient at the charity stripe.
Yeah, if it's given to you and you take advantage of it, that changes things up. You think it will, it doesn't really. But if we're knocking down free throws, they're not as prone to come in there and hack at it. Good
Kaden
defense,
Beckwith
Kaden.
deflects it. Samaya Jordan's going to end up with it. And Samaya takes it end to end, but can't get the layup to fall. That's a few times tonight. We saw that happen Thursday against Fayetteville. It ended up not making a difference, but
it's twice today at least. Point blank breakouts and they're defended well by Central. It's not saying like it was not defended, but you got to make those. There's no excuse there.
Montgomery puts the 3 up quickly. Clardy's going to pull it down.
I'm okay with those shots. A good decision by Chloe. She tested the waters there, backed it out.
Lead stays at 20. Swing it over to Samaya Jordan. Samaya 3 threes here in the semifinals for the sophomore.
Yeah, just an absolutely confident stroke. She went straight up with it. Nice catch. Good release. Very confident stroke.
She's got 11 now. Day Davis at the top of the key.
They're making it a little tough right now on
Kimball's 3 is short. Beckwith chasing out the long rebound.
Totally okay with those shots.
Gonna pull it back out.
Their points are going to come from Marshall and mostly Montgomery.
Stolen away by Davis. Davis trying to.
Good call.
Wow.
That's right.
Emery Bohannon checking back in. Alexis Cox going to take a little breather. Bohannon's had 1 3, and Coach Marlon Williams arguing the call. Yeah, I mean it. Clardy going to work the baseline.
Ooh, what a move, man.
Juked her out.
Staying in the 2-3 zone. A good collapse by Bo there.
Day Davis open 3. Short. Savannah Scott.
Yep.
Going to draw the foul on Marshall. That's going to be her 3rd. Savannah just getting great position all night.
Yeah, and here's the thing. They're having to settle. They're not able to get it in yet this half. They're going to call timeout. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
They're not getting it into Marshall, and that's not going to be a problem.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. Conway just continuing to add to that lead. 47-22. Lady Cats on top. Back after this break on Conway Corp.
Hi, I'm Kate McConnell, member of the Smith Ford family. Come to Smith Ford and get any Ford vehicle designed by you and built for you. Our experienced staff can help you custom order an F-150, Bronco Sport, or the all-new Ford Maverick. Smith Ford, providing affordable Fords for over 100 years.
Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway, exit 127 off I-40.
We've spent a lot of time up in Northwest Arkansas this week. Had the boys game on Wednesday and the first Lady Cat game in the quarterfinals on Thursday. Had a little break in between. We're back here on Saturday, but this is our final broadcast from up here at Rogers High School. It's been nice. I've really enjoyed the facilities, and
hospitality room has been fantastic. Rogers has really done a great job with this.
It's been great from our perspective, just being able to get in, get our stuff set up, get out. It's been great.
Yep.
Great tournament.
It's not always like that.
No, and that's why I'm saying it.
Fair enough. Okay, there's a reason. I get it.
I didn't want to call
Don't
anyone
call me
else out.
Now you're calling me out.
I'm
That's
calling
ridiculous.
Rogers and saying what a good job they've done. Bohannon's shot is blocked.
See, here's the difference there. This is the reason why that's a bad call. Is that she was stable, but what Bo did was she went to the side, and so she leaned in. There was not a direct contact. That's just not the right call.
4:30 to play. And it's Central ball trailing by 25. Savannah almost got a deflection there. They're going to get Clardy for the contact. Marshall's shot will fall. She's got 12 now.
That's just that's just terrible.
Just the first foul called on Clardy. We've talked about it some in the first half, but Chloe just 3 points in the first half, but defensively she has been
really good. Yeah,
just great.
Yeah. So we had it up to a 25-point lead.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Back down to 22.
Yeah. So you got to work. 4 minutes left, halfway through the quarter here. You want to work some clock. You don't want to put Central back in the ballgame. You don't want to give them any momentum, but you also want to run your offense right there. Got to make that happen.
Gets her own rebound, puts it back. Samaya Jordan really having the game of the year for her. She's got 13 now.
So she short-armed the shot and then knew exactly where the ball was going, followed it up, made the easy layup. I mean, I'm not sure there's much that she can't do. She's a good rebounder. God, just great sophomore. That's a foul on the illegal screen. Hey, if they're going to work clock, good. You cannot dribble that.
Yeah, let them work it down as much as they want. There's going to be a double dribble called there against Kimball. Another turnover, and Sasser checks in for the Lady Tigers. I saw a coach from Tulsa here earlier, and she mentioned Sasser.
Oh, is that right?
Looking at her. Of course, looking at all of our Conway players as well.
Two for there.
Clardy making that move again. Baseline jumper.
That's sweet-looking Jay, though, man. I love that part of her game. Got to stop the dribble.
Marshall forcing the action on the other end. Shot won't go. Gets her own rebound. Draws the contact. Who's it going to be on here?
I mean, she does a great job. They're calling it on Samaya.
Okay.
So that's her second. So what Jordan Marshall does, and I think that was a foul. What Jordan does so well is when she gets the ball down low, she creates the contact.
Yeah.
She doesn't go necessarily straight up. She leans in. That's the way you should do it. She does that the right way. Super impressed with how she plays.
Camille Brown checking back in for Emory Bohannon. Camille, 2 big three-pointers in the second quarter. I think Camille, she's in double figures as well. She's got 10. Marshall hits them both, cuts it back down to 22.
But the other thing that did, though, it took a lot of time off the clock. I mean, they ran their 35-second clock all the way down to the final seconds. Good move.
Back with, kicks it out to Camille, over to Clardy.
Oops. Yep.
And it's going to be a backcourt violation on your Lady Cats.
Might not. If we get a basket here by Central and get it down to 20, I wouldn't doubt that Ashley calls a timeout.
Sasser trying to get it down to Day Davis. Says it's going to be Marshall now.
So they have cut off the dribble penetration.
In and out. Sasser there to rebound. Her shot won't go. Second chance won't go again.
Wow.
And finally, Savannah Scott securing a rebound.
That was good rebounding that time by Central.
Samaya getting some time playing point guard here. And got 2 point guards on the floor right now with her and Kaden.
Good screen. Take that. Oh, I thought she would take that. And I think the bench.
I heard it.
What are you doing? Take that shot. Ooh.
Chloe trying to work on Marshall.
Yep.
Got her with the hesitation move and drew the body contact. And that is 4 on Marshall. She's leading the Tigers with 15 points. She's going to have to come out.
Yeah. That's just one-on-one. And see, here's the thing. Chloe knows this. 3 fouls, you can't really foul me. I'm going to have to go by you. Okay, foul me. Fine, that's 4. Nice.
Finds Samaya Jordan open on the inbound. Jordan waits for Sasser to come over the top, and she's got 15 points now, leads all scorers.
What a game for the sophomore. Wow. Nice. Good job, Savannah. Ooh.
Up court to Caden Beckwith. Caden.
That's a foul.
Draws the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line.
That was an elite level pass. Did you see that bounce pass between three people? Did you see it?
I did see it.
You didn't say anything about it when it happened.
Well, you
I jumped
you
in.
were so happy about it.
I mean, great court vision by Chloe. Good finish by Caden. Creating the contact.
Sometimes I forget that I can't just admire. It's one of those things
I know.
that has carried over from when I was doing colors. Occasionally I just admire, you know.
You're saying that I've got it easy? Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I have always maintained you do this job 1,000% better than
No.
I ever did.
But here's the thing. I gotta make free throws. That's too bad there. But everything about that was good. That's our ball.
Yep, Central, another unforced error, and Lady Cats will take over. 1:32 to play here in the third quarter. It was a 20-point lead at the half. It's a 24-point lead as we get close to closing out the third quarter.
Ooh.
Camille feeds it down to Savannah. Savannah hacked on both sides.
Yeah, they've got no chance. If she catches it, you've got two options: foul her or let her make it.
And see, this is another consequence of Marshall not being able to be down there as well. Is they can start to feed it back to Savannah.
And she's tall enough and she's heady enough. She's a smart enough player to anticipate it a little bit better. Good free throws, Savannah.
First point
for the second half?
Since the first quarter.
Oh,
she had 10 points in the first quarter. Was absolutely dominant, and then they just started crashing down on her, made it very difficult to get the ball to her. And Savannah just working on one of the best games we've seen from her.
Yeah, just so solid at the free throw line too. That'll make you have to think about that foul down low as she walked.
Davis going up strong.
Come on, Savannah. Yep.
That's going to be on Savannah. That'll be her third.
Well, and the other thing too is it stops the clock, which you don't. So if we can deny that pass a little bit better, it doesn't force Savannah into a spot where she has to make a move. You need to protect her. So got to watch the entry pass just a little bit better. I got to take her out for a second. That means that Alexis will move into the middle of the zone. And it's a little bit, height-wise, it's a little bit different now because so you got Sasser back there as the tallest player. But I got money on Alexis and moves that she's got down low.
Kaya Davis made both free throws. Bohannon can't get the shot to fall, but Beckwith right there.
Good job, Caden.
I mean, who gets more rebounds right in the paint
don't
besides
know.
Savannah
Caden.
Scott than Caden Beckwith?
I mean, she's just absolutely a beast at 5. What do they call her, 5'5"? They say 5'5"?
She is listed at 5'5".
Yeah, I don't know about that. She's just beastly underneath. She's so quick.
You're a little uncertain about the 5'5", huh?
Yeah, she's 3 misses now in a row. I mean, you gotta look. I mean, they're gonna start hacking her.
Well, and this is definitely not a strong suit of her game.
Right.
Is free throw shooting.
Yeah,
but
I know.
She just does so
much. Yeah.
else for your Lady Cats.
Deep breath here. Nice easy stroke.
She does get the second to go. Great. Back out to 25-point lead. The Lady Cats not calling off the dogs at all. Sasser's 3 nowhere near the mark. Bohannon trying to get it up to Caden Beckwith, and Montgomery got a hand on it.
Yeah, that cross-court pass is sometimes a little difficult, especially if Central has sagged back. You can plant and go forward, and that's what they did.
48 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Beckwith behind the back, up with her left hand, and might have been blocked a little bit there.
Yeah.
Davis over to Houston. Second chance for Houston, absolutely rejected by
Not
Alexis
today.
Cox. Clardy, no call on the other end, and it'll be Central's ball.
I mean,
mercy.
that's How is that not a foul? I mean, oh, well.
Samaya Jordan going to check in for Chloe Clardy. Give
her a
Clardy a
break.
little
Yeah.
extra breather before we head to the fourth quarter. Lead stays at 25 for your Lady Cats.
You'll expect to see Marshall come back in at the start of the fourth. They got to have her. It's now or never, and I know.
Bohannon just shutting it down. Kimball able to get out of it. Sasser working the baseline. Goes hard into Alexis, and Alexis will be called for the foul with 1.6 to play here in the quarter. I can tell by your head shake you didn't like how she lowered the shoulder.
Yeah, she lowered the shoulder. If you lower the shoulder like that, that's supposed to be a charge. What is with us and end of quarters
in this
when
tournament?
people score? It's just amazing. 1.6 seconds left.
They're able to cut it down to 23, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. So a 20-point lead at the half. Lady Cats extended by 3 here in the third quarter. 54-31, Lady Cats on top. Final quarter of action coming your way next on Conway Corp.
Transform your internet experience with Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi, powered by Plume. Full-strength, uninterrupted Wi-Fi everywhere in your home. Multiple devices, maximum streaming and uploading. Installed by our experts for peak performance. Buffering? Over. Dead spots? Gone. Easy controls manage your smart devices. And advanced security keeps it all safe. It's the smarter way to Wi-Fi. Conway Corp Managed Wi-Fi. Upgrade now.
Well, through 3 quarters, Tim, it has been the way of the Lady Cats.
Yeah.
8 more minutes to go.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you never can count Central. They're a very good team, and you're going to see Jordan Marshall come back in the ball game, I would suggest to you at some point. Yeah,
she's got 4 fouls.
Yeah, 4 fouls.
But she's basically their entire offense.
Yeah, so she's, the problem is where she is, it creates a lot of contact. If we go down low and she has to hack Savannah, she has to be very careful. So we know that going in. Yeah, they're going to bring her out there. So if it's one-on-one against Chloe, Chloe's going to work that angle.
She will. Look like she was about to right there.
Working some clock. That's okay. Nice catch.
Gives it to Alexis. Back over to Camille.
Kind of
working 10 seconds.
Working the weave down here. Now we're going to start one-on-one.
Camille Brown, 3.
Yeah.
3 threes for senior Camille Brown.
Somebody better be looking at her. I hope somebody is. My goodness. I mean, she's added that to her game. That's almost impossible.
And 13 points today for Camille.
It's a block.
Alexis Clocks look like she got all ball, but she's going to be called for the foul. That is 4th on Alexis, and 6th team foul against Conway. So
that may change. Ashley hasn't made a move yet. It's basically there she goes. Going to bring
Samaya Jordan going to check back in.
So that changes things a little bit. That's going to put Chloe, Camille, and Savannah down low, and puts Caden and Samaya up top.
Camille bringing it up for your Lady Cats. Lead still at 25. Feed it into Savannah at the free throw line.
That's a good spot.
Back over to Samaya Jordan. Samaya bringing it around, draws the contact, can't get it to fall. What a job just getting that shot up with the right hand, and she'll go to the free throw line.
So again, there's a sophomore that plays so unlike a sophomore. I mean, that's somebody, you're talking about somebody just coming out of junior high and playing at an elite level, and she is her game is already established at this level. It's just, and we knew that coming. Well, we heard that coming in.
Yeah.
From Coach, she really impressed with her game.
She's got 16 points tonight. Leads your Lady Cats. I keep saying tonight. I'm used to calling games at night. I can't help it. It's hard.
It's an afternoon thing. Tough entry pass right there.
Get it down into Marshall. Kick out to Montgomery for 3. Will not go. That has not been an area where Central's been able to find much success today.
No, I mean, really their offense runs through Jordan, and when she's not able to get the ball, we've defensively kind of shut down by collapsing on her and forcing someone else to step in, and they just haven't been able to do it yet.
And your Lady Cats happy to work as much time off on each possession now.
Well, the threat of Chloe going one-on-one with you.
Get it down to Savannah. Finishes with the left hand, but drew that contact across her right arm. And Savannah Scott, 2 points here in the second half. Both of them came at the free throw line. She goes back, and was that on Marshall?
Well, no, I thought it was on Kimball. It was on Kimball, I think. And I thought that was her 5th, but I guess not. No, they called it on they called it on Kimball. That's her 4th.
Okay. So two Lady Tigers in foul trouble with 4 fouls, and you've got Day Davis with 3.
Right. Good free throws,
man. Savannah
looking good at the free throw line.
14 points tonight. Savannah Scott has been just a force. Camille Brown pulling down a rebound. The Lady Cats will bring it up slowly. 1
basket away.
Yep.
Doing the same thing. I mean, I think the game is pretty much the hay is in the barn here. If we get a basket.
Chloe can't get the foul call.
I mean, and Chloe's upset by it. I don't blame her.
Well, she's down on the other end. She'll get
Make
it here. And that's a 30-point lead for your Lady Cats here in the semifinals over the Central Lady Tigers. Running clock the whole rest of the way.
Nice. Great defense that time by Samaya. Well, we've really taken Marshall. I mean, she had some foul trouble to deal with, but really taking her out of the game. And when you do that, if you're forcing everybody else to.
Clardy coming in from behind. She thought she had a jump ball. But
I mean, I don't want to single out any officials, but that is, it's.
The good thing for you, Tim, is
I
that
know.
it's not going to matter.
No, I know. That's the reason why I'm going to back off. It's just unreal. So we got some. I mean, thank goodness for Central, right? We've got some subs coming in. Unfortunately, it's it's Bohannon and Cox coming in for Chloe and Savannah, the seniors, making their departure. Great games by both, man.
2 of the seniors. Still got 2 on the floor, but yeah
they'll be coming out.
Savannah Scott and Chloe Clardy getting the loud cheers from the fans. Man, Conway really traveled today. It's good to see.
Oh, absolutely. And this is the place to be today in Northwest Arkansas. You've got high school basketball. Razorbacks got multiple sports going on. The boys.
Conway softball's up here as well.
Softball's up here, that's right.
Playing Bentonville West. I think that game's at 2, so if you're watching and you're in the area, go check that out.
The Lady Cats, I'll tell you, Sophia King, center fielder, she is a beast.
Sophia is up for, I'm glad you mentioned that, because there's some kind of national poll she's in. You can vote for her. Sophia King for National High School Softball Outfielder of the Year.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, she's legit.
Yeah, if you find Conway Athletics on Twitter, you can go vote for Sophia. We'll be doing some of their games, and we'll go ahead and hold it here. 3:40 to play here in the game, and we've invoked the sportsmanship rule. Clock is ticking throughout the rest of the way, and it's just a good time to be a Lady Cat fan right now, as your Lady Cats will be going back to the state championship game for the first time since 2018.
But here's the thing about this. For me, is that it is one thing to make a run like they're making and go, wow, they're just playing so well. I mean, they're playing, the chemistry's there and all that stuff. But the fact of the matter is they've had to live this entire season with, the pressure of what happened at the end of last year, but then the expectation that you're going to run the table on this thing. I mean, you're going to do that. That's a lot of pressure. Week in and week out, they know exactly what they're going to face, and they've done it. To do it when the expectation is that high, man, kudos to Coach Johnson and Coach Hutchcraft and
Coach Lamb,
oh
Coach
my gosh,
De Los Santos.
all the players. I mean, that's a charge, I would think. Yeah. Hope she's okay.
Lady Cats and Lady Tigers both helping these players up. And Olivia Cox. And
who was the foul on? Did they say?
I think it was on Sasser. They called an offensive foul on Sasser.
Okay. I will say this too. I mean, Marlon does a great job with this team. They've made it difficult for everybody, including the Lady Cats. The last 2 games aside, they beat us. And that's the only loss. The only conference loss this year was to Central Place.
And the only in-state team that's beat your Lady Cats in the last 2 years. And they did it twice. They did it last year in the quarterfinals, and then they did it in the first conference face-off back in January. But, really from that point on, that was the game before the D.C. trip.
Mm-hmm.
Your Lady Cats then went to D.C., played 2 other nationally ranked teams, lost both of those games, 3-game losing streak. We can't remember the last time that's happened, but since then, they have just been on one of the best runs we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, they've just played so well. Everything about the way that they played. Shot clock down to 10. Rodriguez, kick it for the 3. That's going to go up.
Jelani Davis for 3. A little short.
Good rebound.
Rebounded by Lindsey McDonald.
Hey.
She hits the putback.
Atta girl.
Sophomore 5'5" guard Lindsey McDonald.
Nice.
Getting some points in the semis.
Nice. Struck on that little short J.
Central has put in their reserves as well. Houston's shot won't go. I don't have number 24 on my roster, so I'm not sure.
For Central?
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. It might be
maybe it's Gaston?
Yeah, it might be Gaston.
She's not 6'2", though.
Yeah, she's definitely not 6'2". You're right.
I'm going to say no. And if they do say she's 6'2", I got to talk to Marlon about that. That's ridiculous.
I have to.
Let's see, who else came in right there, Levi, for us? Let's worry about us, I guess.
Just now?
So 30. So
DeCaria Carter is in.
Tolliver is in.
Number 4. Maya Taylor is in.
I hate it when Nicole turns the ball over. It doesn't happen that often.
Well, it makes you mad because you really like the sophomore.
Yeah, man, I really like her game. She's such a competitor. I just love the way she plays the game.
Scott Taylor coming in handy. He says that's Amari Martin is 24.
Okay.
Which I remember now. We got that corrected when we played them at home.
At home, yeah.
But I didn't have it updated on my sheet.
That's on you.
It is on me. You're definitely right.
Ooh, nice drive. Good drive.
Davis and Taylor, two juniors for your Lady Cats. They've played some. Yeah, you can't let it go. I know.
I mean, oh my gosh.
Oh, I think we just heard some fans letting their voice be known to him as well.
It's just so bad. All right, let's go down and get a shot down. See somebody score that hasn't scored yet. So proud of this team. So proud of the coaching staff. They have brought it all year long and made it happen. Get it.
Taylor putting it back up. Won't go. Final seconds here, and that is going to do it. Your Lady Cats going back to Hot Springs to play in the championship game for the first time since 2018.
Wow. What a great job by this team. Just superior. Can't wait to see what happens in Hot Springs, and we don't know who will play yet. It's between who, Levi?
It is between North Little Rock and Cabot. You go ahead and let's keep it on the floor for right now, though. I want to catch these moments. It's just incredible moments that we're able to capture here for these Lady Cats because, I mean, Tim, think about these 4 seniors. They all start, but think about the string of years they've had. 2 years ago in the semifinals, losing in the final seconds against Fayetteville. Last year, nationally ranked all year long, #1 team in the state, and the disappointment of not playing up to your standard in the opening game in the quarterfinals a year ago, losing to Central. And all of these seniors, man, they took all of those experiences to heart. They've worked so hard. You've got these sophomores coming up that have been so clutch as well. And it's all paid off as your Lady Cats. Well, it hasn't all paid off yet. There's still more work to do. But your Lady Cats going back to Hot Springs for an opportunity to win the 3rd state championship in program history.
Let's go get it.
Let's go get it indeed, Tim Roach. Now, who will it be? We'll go ahead and pull that up here. Cabot and North Little Rock are going to play later tonight, so 6 o'clock. So it's going to be a familiar foe either way.
Yeah.
We've played both of those teams twice. We've beaten both of those teams twice, but none of that is going to matter when we play down in Hot Springs. And as you can see, I was going to call this out. The game time is already set. If you're watching and you didn't know, it will be Friday at noon. Great time to schedule the top classification in the state. Just perfect scheduling there. Friday at noon from Hot Springs. So, man, oh, man, get a ticket. Go down and watch these Lady Cats do what we hope and know they can do if they perform up to their standard.
We will not have this live.
Not have this live. Yeah, we cannot stream these games live. We will be there. We'll be doing our broadcast, and we'll have it available after the game. So you'll still be able to hear your local home team do the call for the championship game. Just won't be able to watch it live. But, man, what a blast it's been all season long. Here up in Rogers, a great state tournament run for your Lady Cats. We've just been really privileged to be able to bring this back to all of you back home, wherever you're watching from, whether it's in Conway. I know a lot of family members watch online on YouTube, so it's been great. And we get one more, Tim. One more. Our thanks today and all week, because we've had the same crew all week. It's been a really hard-working crew. Keith Kelly directing, Jenna Kelly on the scoreboard, Wayne Bailey, Ashton Brown, and Javon Massey just working the cameras and getting everything set up. Scott Taylor back home working stats. Kara Kirby on our monitor for the stream. Justin King doing social media. And the man that helped pull all this together and get us up here to Rogers, our executive producer, Jeff Matthews. He's Tim. I'm Levi. And we'll see you in Hot Springs. Thanks for watching.